Intel processors are good, but their naming strategy really sucks. If you are trying to buy a computer, then you must have came across these names, but like me, you don't understand what this gibberish means. So let's see what in the world it means. Well, that name might be overwhelming at first, but let me explain it to you. Well, this first segment indicates the brand of the processor. Intel has divided its processor into three categories. First is Celeron, which is a base level processor by Intel, and then comes the Pentium, which is sort of a middle ground, and then the high-end Intel Core processors, which are top-of-the-line processors by Intel. Now these are the brand modifiers: i3, i5, i7, i9, and the higher the number, the higher the processing power. Moving on to some important numbers, the first one or two letters represent the generation of the processor, and the rest is SKU, which is unique identification number for the processor. Now comes the part you have been waiting for. You may have seen these letters K, P, H, U, but what does they actually mean? They are actually product line suffix which have special meanings, and a change in letter can drastically increase or decrease your computer's performance. Now using these letters, Intel divided its processors into three categories: desktop, laptop, and embedded. Let us go ahead with gamers' favorite desktop section. If your processor name is ending with K, then it is a high performance and unlock processor, where unlock basically means that it can be overclocked. And if you don't know what overclocking is, overclocking allows you to increase your processor speeds beyond manufacturer's recommendation. Well, you can increase the speed, but it requires higher power supply and a compatible motherboard to provide it. And a proper cooling system is necessary to keep the system cool after all this performance improvement. The letter F denotes that your system does not have any integrated graphics. Unless and until you buy an external graphics card, you cannot even play a video. S, as the name suggests, it's a special edition CPU. T is somewhat a rare processor, which is a combination of power and efficiency, but it is rarely used. Well, X and XE are the highest performance and unlock processors for desktop. Moving on to everyone's favorite laptop section, where the most popular processors are H, U, and P, where H processor come up with highest power consumption but high performance. On the other hand, U processors provide somewhat moderate performance, but they are very power efficient. And the P processor is somewhat a middle ground for power and performance. HK is the high performance and unlock processor, but HX is high performance and unlocked for all SKUs. That means it is unlocked for all frequencies. The Y processor in laptop series are somewhat unpopular, but they are extremely power efficient. G1 to G7 is a special series of processors where G7 is the highest performing and G1 being the least. These are the processors which have new integrated graphics technology. Now the last part of processors which are embedded. These are some special function processors which are used in servers or IoT applications, which is not that popular with regular consumers. Now next time you are in a store buying a computer, you won't get confused with Intel's naming skills. If you loved this information, hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends who don't know about these letters.